You might remember how I've been talking about how Marjorie Taylor Greene is going to, or was going to attempt to vacate the speaker chair and go after Mike Johnson. Well, apparently she had a meeting with Mike Johnson today, and she came out and basically said, oh, never mind, not doing that. Now, why did she suddenly back off? Well, Democrats came out and said they'd support him if she tried it, which at that point he only needs like 3 Republican votes, and he keeps his job if every Democrat votes in favor of keeping him. And then on top of that, I think the Republicans came out and said, look, we only got 6 months left. It took us 3 weeks to get me and, to get Mike Johnson. Who else are we going to put up? On top of that, there was some talk that if they even tried to oust him or if they were successful, there were several Republicans willing to resign right then and there. And it would be enough to shift the majority over to the Democrats, and Hakeem Jeffries would be Speaker, and Republicans would be out of control. Would be out of power in the House, and they'd look stupid. So we're stuck here. Marjorie Taylor Greene basically came out and said, "Never mind." She, left that room with her tail between her legs and just kind of was defeated. Of course, she's still talking about a whole bunch of stuff that Mike Johnson's going to have to do, like no more funding for Ukraine, no passing bills with Democratic support, things like that. All things that really aren't going to happen. But the thing is, where do they go? Why were they in power? Well, they were only in power because it's like 20 or 30 members of the House, the MAGA part of the House. It was only like 20 or 30 people. And the only reason that she had as much power as she did is because their margin was so small. You might remember in 2022, they were supposed to be a red wave. They were supposed to control the House by 50 to 75 seats. They left controlling it by 5. If they would have had that red wave that everybody was talking about, they could have let the MAGA wing talk and talk and talk and been able to avoid them. But because they needed every MAGA vote, they had to give them some authority. Remember what we had to deal with Joe Manchin in the Senate last year. So, end of the day, Speaker Johnson's not going anywhere. Marjorie Taylor Greene got a little dose of reality, and we are one step closer to being back to normal.